Hey guys, this is Amy at Bookgoonie, and this is a Clock Rewinders on a book binge. I haven't done a video vlog in a while. Usually the end of the week has been too hectic, and I just don't have time to get it edited and all the way up, so I figured I better do one. First, I want to recommend a great middle grade YA series. You can read with your daughters, or maybe you can buy safely, I think, as a gift for someone if you hadn't even read it yet. Last week or the week before, I represented Ash and the YA Crush tournament. It reminded me why I like the series and why I like Julie Kagawa's world building and dialogue. And so it's a great affordable series because it comes out in paperback by Harlequin Teen. And so together, me and my daughter have really enjoyed reading this series. Also, I want to show my Woot shirt came in this week. Totally history, goobery, geeky t-shirt. It says Donner Party, serving our fellow man party mix. So if you don't know why that's kind of like funny or gross, look up the Donner Party and how they got stuck in the Sierra Nevadas crossing the Great Plains to heading for California, and they had to resort to eating some fellow dead community members to make it through the winter. So it's been a great week for reading. I've gotten quite a few books read, and I needed to read a lot more. I'm mostly reading books that I own, and because of the operation to be read, and I'm way behind because this month I bought a lot of books. The first book I read this week was Replication, The Jason Experiment by Jill Williamson. This book is from I got it from Zondervan Press, and I think they in general publish a lot of Christian based authors with Christian underlying values in it. The premise is on cloning, and that really interested me in the book, and I'm glad I got it. It does have a religious angle on it, and the reasons why the main character doesn't like cloning. The next book I read was on my Nook, so I don't have a picture of it. It was Operation Endgame, the first in a series by Christy Snow. Felicia at Geeky Bloggers Book Blog put out forwarded on a request by Christy Snow for reviewers. It's a adult contemporary suspense, and it definitely is that. It has an adult romance that is as sweet as it can be and hot. It is Going Too Far by Jennifer Eccles. This is an MTV Book Press. The first Eccles book I read, I received to review for Ruby's Reads book blog, and I really enjoyed it. They're nice, quick contemporary romances, and so I picked up a couple at I picked up a couple at Half Price Books to read, and I really did like this one. This one is, we've kind of got a bad girl rebelling, and she kind of gets thrown together with a young cop do-gooder, and watching their dynamic and learning about their past and why they're doing the things that they do was really nice. A similar book to Going Too Far is Stealing Heaven by Elizabeth Scott. Again, girl with issues doing things wrong with a sweet young cop that really does believe in truth and goodness, and them kind of intermingling and tangoing through that process. I cannot say enough about Catching Jordan by Miranda Keneally, because it is about a girl athlete and her relationships. My daughter immediately picked it up and read it. She read it in one day, cover to cover, didn't stop the whole day. And I read it in a 24-hour period. So it is a great book, and part of what's great about it is the people are good. Catching Jordan is good. She's a good girl. She's smart, level-headed. She's surrounded by good people, a great family that for the most part is supportive of her decision to be quarterback. She's got great guy friends. There's no one bad except for a few mean girls, but she has to deal with as far as respect by her fellow players, support from her dad that doesn't want to see her get hurt, and then how she finally lets herself have a boyfriend. and that kind of stuff. So it's a really good book. I love the girl's humor. I love the way she talks. I love the way she thinks. It was not annoying at all to me like some contemporary chicas. This book that I finished this week, I actually finished it as an audiobook. I picked up Anna Dressed in Blood with a free sync audiobooks, but I do have a art copy of it. This is a very interesting ghost story. The audiobook, I think, hurt my enjoyment for the book a little bit. The guy's voice is very good for the main character, Cass, who is kind of a ghost slayer. He goes and locates ghosts that are killing people, and then he basically sends them into their ever after or wherever they're meant to be, so they'll quit hurting the public. The narrator's voice for that character was pretty good, but when he did the other characters, all the secondary characters, it was not so good. Cass has a very methodical way about going and seeking out the ghost and sending them on until he meets Anna Dressed in Blood up in Canada. The book I'm reading right this moment is 5 Flavors of Dumb by Anthony John, and this is a contemporary standalone book also. As you can kind of see, I'm trending that way right this moment. I'm not very far in, and so far what I really like is the main character is deaf, and just her voice. She's got a great sense of humor. She has a great outlook, but she definitely is dealing with some struggling with her family and the people at school. And so far, a really nice voice for her. I can't wait to see as it merges more towards the music and how she's able to help out this band called Dumb. So, be letting you know what I think about this book. Okay, books that I purchased this week. Last week I went kind of crazy purchasing cheap electronic books, and normally I probably would have laid off this week, but this week was the half price books coupon week, if you know what I'm talking about, if you have half price books in your area. And it's hard for me, actually I always go to them. I don't miss them because I like to go there anyways. It's my version of garage sale shopping. So I'm really gone off the sort of deep end in purchasing books this week. So on Monday the coupon was 40% off. So I went to Half Price Books, and I used my 40% coupon for Jekyll Loves Hyde by Beth and Fantasky. And I bought this book. It is the first in a series. My daughter and I read Jessica's Rules to Dating on the Dark Side by her, and we really liked it. It had a lot of humor. It was fun, and we look forward to reading the sequel in that series. So I picked this one up. And then while I was there, not with coupon, I had to get A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness because Felicia said it's flippin' awesome. So I look forward to getting this book in my rotation. And I picked up Dead Town by Nancy Holzner. This is a zombie apocalypse-ish book, and I've heard some good things about it. Then on Tuesday, I got to use my 40% discount again, and I picked up the Catastrophic History of You and Me by Jess Rothenberg, and I really used my Goodreads that day. I had picked up this book, Enclave, and Name the Star by Maureen Johnson, and it was really hard to decide which of the 3 books because I was only going to let myself purchase one book that day, and I finally decided on that one. And then yesterday I used my 30% discount, and I had 3 or 4 books picked up. I had a Rachel Vincent book picked up, I had another Diana Gabaldon, the third in that series, and I had the Taken, I had a bunch of books picked up, but when I saw Shadow and Bone, much hailed and talked about book, I had to get this. So, hardback book for $6 by the time I used my coupon. So, those were my purchases this week, and so I'm off the charts and spending money on books. So, it was a great busy book week here at Bookgoonie, and I hope you had a great one too.